Welcome to my channel. What if I told you that one decision you make tonight could have more impact on your future than the next book you read, the next motivational video you watch, or even the next productivity system you try? What if the secret weapon that could sharpen your mind, strengthen your body, improve your emotions, boost your focus, and help you perform at a higher level is something you already have access to every single day? Most people spend their lives searching for success. They search for better habits, stronger discipline, greater motivation, and hidden techniques that promise extraordinary results. Some wake up before sunrise believing that success begins at 4 in the morning. Others read dozens of books every year, hoping to discover a formula that will change everything. Many follow strict routines, productivity systems, and endless self improvement strategies. Yet there is one powerful tool that millions of people ignore every day. It costs nothing. It is completely natural. It is available to almost everyone, and it has the power to transform nearly every area of your life. That tool is sleep. Unfortunately, many people treat sleep as if it is an obstacle standing between them and success. They proudly say things like, I will sleep when I am successful. But the truth is often the exact opposite. Sleep is one of the reasons successful people are able to perform at such a high level. While you sleep, your body is not becoming lazy. Your brain is not shutting down. Nothing is being wasted. In reality, some of the most important work your body performs happens while you are asleep. Every night, your brain repairs itself. Your body recovers from the demands of the day. Your memories are organized and strengthened. Your emotions are processed. Your energy is restored. Sleep is not the enemy of achievement. Sleep is the foundation upon which achievement is built. Today, we are going to explore the incredible power of sleep and discover why improving the quality of your rest may be one of the smartest decisions you ever make. Imagine using your phone every day for weeks without ever restarting it. At first, everything works normally, but eventually the device becomes slower. Applications begin freezing, performance drops, problems start appearing. The human brain works in a surprisingly similar way. Every day, your mind processes thousands of thoughts, emotions, decisions, conversations, responsibilities, and experiences. From the moment you wake up until the moment you go to bed, your brain is constantly active. If you never gave it proper recovery, it would struggle to function at its best. This is where sleep becomes incredibly powerful. Sleep acts as a reset button for your brain. During sleep, your mind begins cleaning, organizing, and restoring itself. Information collected throughout the day is sorted. Important memories are strengthened. Unnecessary information is removed. Mental clutter is cleared away. This is why, after a good night's sleep, you often feel calmer, clearer, and more focused. Have you ever noticed that a problem that seemed impossible at night suddenly feels manageable the next morning? Maybe you were worried about something. Maybe you felt overwhelmed or confused. Perhaps you could not find a solution no matter how hard you tried. Then you slept. When morning arrived, your thinking felt sharper. The problem appeared smaller. The answer became easier to see. That happens because sleep helps your brain process information more effectively. Many people attempt to solve exhaustion with coffee, energy drinks, or endless motivation. But none of those things can replace sleep. Your brain needs genuine recovery. When you consistently sleep well, you think faster, focus longer, make better decisions, become more creative, and perform more effectively. In many ways, sleep is one of the most powerful forms of mental maintenance available to human beings. Sleep also plays a remarkable role in learning and memory. If your goal is to learn faster, remember more information, and improve your skills, sleep is one of your greatest allies. Many students believe staying awake all night helps them learn more. Many professionals believe sacrificing sleep makes them more productive. Yet learning does not stop when studying ends. Learning continues while you sleep. Imagine spending hours practicing English, learning new vocabulary, reading articles, listening carefully, and studying useful expressions. At first, that information is stored temporarily, but while you sleep, your brain begins transferring important knowledge into long-term memory. It is almost like saving valuable files into permanent storage. Without enough sleep, much of what you learn becomes harder to remember. This is one reason exhausted students sometimes forget information during important exams. It is not always because they failed to study. Sometimes it is because they failed to sleep. The same principle applies to every skill in life, whether it is speaking English, building a business, learning a sport, mastering a profession, or developing a new talent. Practice gives your brain information, but sleep helps your brain keep it. Every time you choose quality sleep, you are helping your future self become sharper, smarter, and more capable. The next time you feel tempted to stay awake without a good reason, remember this simple truth. Sleep is not taking time away from learning. Sleep is part of learning, and the hours you spend resting may be helping your brain grow just as much as the hours you spend studying. Have you ever noticed that everything feels harder when you are tired? A small problem suddenly feels enormous. A minor mistake feels devastating. A simple disagreement turns into a major conflict. Often the real issue is not the situation itself, but the lack of sleep behind it. Sleep plays a powerful role in emotional control and mental balance. When you sleep well, your brain becomes better at managing stress, frustration, anxiety, and anger. You think more clearly, react more calmly, and make wiser decisions. However, when sleep becomes limited, emotional control becomes weaker. Imagine two people facing exactly the same challenge. Both receive criticism at work. Both encounter unexpected stress. Both must deal with a difficult situation. The person who is well rested is far more likely to stay calm, think logically, and focus on solutions. The exhausted person may become defensive, emotional, impatient, or overwhelmed. The situation is identical, but the quality of sleep changes the outcome. Many people spend years trying to improve their mindset without realizing that poor sleep is quietly working against them. They want to become more patient. They want to be more positive. They want stronger emotional control. Yet they constantly feel irritated because their brain never receives the recovery it needs. Every day brings challenges. Some experiences make us happy, while others create disappointment, stress, and worry. During sleep, the brain processes many of these emotional experiences and helps restore balance. That is why a difficult day often feels easier to handle after a good night's sleep. The problem may still exist, but your ability to deal with it becomes stronger. Strong emotions require a strong mind, and a strong mind requires proper rest. If you want better relationships, greater patience, stronger emotional stability, and a calmer outlook on life, never underestimate the power of sleep. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is simply allow your brain to recover. Sleep is not only about the mind, it is also one of the most powerful recovery tools for the body. Many people think sleep simply helps them feel less tired, but sleep is doing much more than that. Every night, your body enters one of the most important restoration periods of the entire day. While you are asleep, your body becomes busy repairing itself. Muscles recover, cells are restored. Hormones are regulated, energy stores are replenished, your immune system strengthens. Think about professional athletes. They train intensely. They lift weights, run, practice, and push themselves to their limits. But training alone does not make them stronger. Recovery is what creates growth. Without recovery, the body eventually breaks down. Sleep is the most powerful recovery tool available. This principle applies to everyone, not just athletes. If you work long hours, your body needs recovery. If you study hard, your body needs recovery. If you exercise regularly, your body needs recovery. Even if you spend most of your day sitting, countless systems inside your body are constantly working and require maintenance. When sleep is consistently poor, recovery becomes incomplete. Energy levels begin dropping. Concentration becomes weaker. Motivation decreases. You may even become sick more frequently. Many people believe they need more motivation when in reality they simply need more sleep. Imagine trying to build a house while workers remove bricks every night. Progress would be slow and the structure would remain weak. That is exactly what happens when your body never receives proper recovery. Sleep is when those bricks are rebuilt. It is when healing occurs. It is when growth occurs. It is when restoration occurs. Every night, your body works behind the scenes to keep you healthy, strong, and capable of facing a new day. This is why sleep should never be viewed as wasted time. It is an investment in your health, your energy, and your future. Like every great investment, the benefits continue growing over time. There is also a powerful connection between sleep and success. Many people believe success belongs only to those who work the longest hours. They assume sleeping less automatically means accomplishing more. They admire stories about people who stay awake all night chasing their goals. But high performance and exhaustion are not the same thing. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Working longer does not always mean working better. The most successful people understand that their brain is their greatest asset, and that asset performs best when it is properly rested. Imagine two individuals working on the same project. One sleeps 7 to 8 hours each night. The other constantly sacrifices sleep to gain extra working hours. At first, the second person may appear more productive because they are awake longer. But over time, something changes. Their concentration weakens, their memory declines, their creativity decreases. Their mistakes increase. Eventually, they spend more time fixing errors than making progress. Meanwhile, the well-rested person continues making smart decisions, learning quickly, communicating effectively, and solving problems efficiently. Month after month, the gap becomes larger. Success is not simply about effort. Success is about effective effort. Sleep helps entrepreneurs make better decisions. It helps students remember information. It helps athletes perform at their peak. It helps leaders remain calm under pressure. It helps workers stay productive and focused. Many of the biggest mistakes people make in life happen when they are exhausted, stressed, and mentally drained. Poor financial choices, damaged relationships, impulsive decisions, and unnecessary conflicts often occur when people are operating without enough rest. Sleep provides the clarity necessary to make better choices. The truth is simple. Extraordinary results require extraordinary recovery. You cannot constantly drain your body and expect peak performance forever. Success is not built by destroying yourself. It is built by taking care of yourself so that you can consistently perform at your highest level. That is why sleep is not the enemy of achievement. It is one of the most important partners of achievement and one of the greatest advantages available to anyone willing to protect it. Another incredible benefit of sleep is its ability to strengthen your immune system. Imagine having a powerful army inside your body that works day and night to protect you from illness. This army constantly fights viruses, bacteria, and countless harmful invaders that you never even notice. That army is your immune system, and one of the most important things that helps keep it strong is quality sleep. Every day, your body faces challenges that remain invisible to the naked eye. Your immune system works tirelessly behind the scenes to keep you healthy and functioning properly. When you sleep, your body gains an opportunity to strengthen these defenses. Recovery processes become more efficient. Protective systems become stronger. Your body becomes better prepared to defend itself against illness and infection. However, when sleep is consistently poor, the immune system becomes less effective. You may become sick more often. Recovery from illness may take longer. Your energy levels may remain low even when you are not doing physically demanding work. Think about the times when you have been extremely exhausted. Many people notice that after several nights of poor sleep, they begin feeling run down, weak, and more vulnerable to sickness. This is not a coincidence. Sleep and health are deeply connected. The body requires proper rest to maintain strong defenses. Unfortunately, modern life often encourages people to sacrifice sleep. Many stay awake scrolling endlessly through social media. Others spend hours watching videos, answering messages, or consuming content late into the night. They tell themselves they will sleep more tomorrow. Then tomorrow becomes next week, and next week becomes next month. Gradually, sleep deprivation becomes a normal part of life. The problem is that the body remembers what the mind chooses to ignore. Every night of poor sleep creates a small debt. Over time, that debt grows larger and becomes increasingly difficult to repay. The good news is that quality sleep remains one of the most powerful forms of preventive healthcare available. It costs nothing. It requires no expensive equipment. It is available to almost everyone. Yet, many people continue overlooking its value. When you choose sleep, you are choosing health, recovery, resilience, and long term strength. You are giving your body the tools it needs to protect you for years to come. Never underestimate what happens while you sleep. Your body is working hard to keep you alive, healthy, and strong. The better you sleep, the better your body can perform this extraordinary task. Unfortunately, many people only notice poor sleep when they feel tired. They yawn more often, struggle to get out of bed, and feel low on energy. But the hidden damage caused by sleep deprivation goes far beyond simple fatigue. Lack of sleep slowly attacks performance in almost every area of life. It weakens focus, memory, productivity, creativity, and decision making ability. Imagine driving a car through thick fog. The road still exists, your destination remains the same, yet everything becomes harder to see. You move more cautiously, make more mistakes, and lose confidence in your ability to navigate. Sleep deprivation creates a similar fog inside the mind. You may still possess talent, ambition, and opportunities, but your ability to use those gifts becomes weaker. This is one reason many hardworking people feel stuck despite their efforts. They blame themselves. They assume they need more motivation or a better strategy. Sometimes the real problem is simply exhaustion. When you are sleep deprived, small tasks demand more effort. Simple decisions become difficult. Concentration fades quickly. Distractions become harder to resist. Productivity decreases and confidence often suffers. Consider students preparing for important exams. Many stay awake all night trying to study more material. They assume more hours automatically lead to better results. Yet, they often enter the examination room exhausted, with weaker memory and lower concentration. The information they worked so hard to learn becomes harder to recall. The same thing happens in business, sports, and everyday life. Without proper sleep, your brain cannot perform at its highest potential. Imagine owning the most powerful computer in the world but refusing to charge it. Eventually, the battery weakens. The system slows down, performance declines. That is exactly what happens when you consistently ignore sleep. Your potential remains intact, but your ability to use that potential decreases. Many people spend years searching for ways to improve performance. They buy courses, productivity tools, and expensive programs. Meanwhile, one of the most powerful performance enhancers is available every single night. Sleep is not laziness, sleep is preparation. Every hour of quality sleep prepares your body and mind to perform at a higher level the following day. There is also an important difference between simply sleeping and sleeping deeply. Many people believe that spending enough hours in bed automatically guarantees all the benefits of sleep. But not all sleep is equal. The real magic often happens during deep sleep. Deep sleep is one of the most important stages of the sleep cycle. During this stage, some of the most powerful recovery processes take place. Your body enters a state of intense restoration. Your brain organizes information gathered throughout the day. Your muscles recover from physical effort. Your immune system becomes stronger. Energy stores are replenished. Think of deep sleep as the maintenance department of your body. Throughout the day, life creates wear and tear. You think, work, move, solve problems, face stress, and make decisions. Deep sleep is when your body begins repairing that damage and preparing you for tomorrow. Without enough deep sleep, recovery becomes incomplete. Mental performance suffers, physical healing slows, and energy levels begin to decline. This is why sleep quality matters just as much as sleep quantity, and understanding this truth can completely change the way you approach rest and recovery. Many people believe that sleeping for a certain number of hours is enough, but quality matters just as much as quantity. 8 hours of interrupted and restless sleep may not provide the same benefits as 7 hours of consistent, deep, restorative sleep. Unfortunately, modern habits often interfere with the body's ability to reach the deepest stages of sleep. Late night phone use, bright screens, constant notifications, irregular schedules, and excessive stress before bedtime can all make it more difficult for the brain to enter the powerful recovery phases it needs. This is one reason many people wake up feeling tired even after spending plenty of time in bed. Their body rested, but it never fully experienced the deep recovery required for optimal performance. The encouraging news is that improving sleep quality does not always require dramatic changes. Simple habits can create remarkable results. A dark and comfortable room, a consistent bedtime, reduced screen exposure before sleep, and a calm evening routine can help the body achieve deeper and more restorative rest. Never underestimate what happens during those quiet hours at night. While you are sleeping, your brain and body are carrying out one of the most extraordinary recovery processes in nature. You may feel as though nothing is happening, but beneath the surface, your body is working tirelessly to prepare you for a healthier, stronger, and more successful tomorrow. This is why building a powerful sleep routine is so important. Many people want better sleep, yet they never create habits that support it. One night, they go to bed at 10 o'clock. The next night, they stay awake until midnight. A few days later, they remain awake until 2 in the morning. Then they wonder why they constantly feel exhausted. The human body thrives on consistency. Deep within your brain is an internal clock that regulates sleep and wakefulness. When you follow a regular sleep schedule, that clock becomes stronger and more reliable. Your body begins preparing for sleep at the appropriate time. Falling asleep becomes easier. Sleep becomes deeper. Waking up becomes more refreshing. A strong sleep routine actually begins long before your head touches the pillow. The quality of your night is often determined by the choices you make during the final hours of your day. Imagine two different evening routines. One person spends hours scrolling through social media, jumping from one video to another, reading stressful news, and responding to messages until the moment they attempt to sleep. Their brain remains highly stimulated and active. Another person follows a calmer routine. They dim the lights, reduce screen time, read a few pages of a book, reflect on their day, and gradually prepare their mind for rest. The difference in sleep quality between these two people can be enormous. Evening habits shape your night, and your night shapes your tomorrow. Go to bed at the same time each night. Wake up at the same time each morning. Keep your bedroom comfortable and relaxing. Reduce bright screens before bedtime. Avoid unnecessary stress during the final hour of the day. Give your brain permission to slow down and transition into rest. Many people treat sleep as something that simply happens. High performers often treat sleep as something they intentionally prepare for because they understand a powerful truth. Tomorrow's energy is created tonight. If you want better focus, stronger health, greater emotional balance, and improved performance, begin by protecting your sleep. Small habits practiced every evening can completely transform your life over time. When people discuss personal growth, they often focus on motivation, discipline, productivity, and hard work. All of those things matter, yet one of the greatest superpowers available to every human being is frequently ignored. That superpower is sleep. Sleep is the silent force behind peak performance. It helps your brain learn and adapt. It helps your body recover and grow stronger. It helps your emotions remain balanced. It supports your immune system. It improves focus, memory, and decision making. It helps your future self become more capable than you are today. Despite all these benefits, many people continue treating sleep as though it steals time from success. The reality is exactly the opposite. Sleep helps create success. Imagine attempting to build a skyscraper without a strong foundation. No matter how impressive the structure appears, instability eventually develops. Sleep is the foundation of physical health, mental performance, emotional well-being, and long-term achievement. Without that foundation, every goal becomes harder to reach. You can possess enormous talent, ambitious dreams, and endless determination. But if you continually ignore sleep, you make the journey far more difficult than necessary. The world's greatest athletes understand this. Top performers understand this. High achievers understand this. Is not wasted time. It is one of the most valuable investments you can make in yourself. Every night, you face a choice. You can sacrifice tomorrow's energy for temporary entertainment, or you can invest in your future health, focus, and success. That choice may seem small in the moment, but over months and years, it creates dramatically different results. Remember this powerful truth. While you sleep, your body heals. While you sleep, your brain grows stronger. While you sleep, your memories are organized. While you sleep, your future is being prepared. Never underestimate the power of a good night's sleep. It may be one of the simplest habits in the world, but it is also one of the most life-changing. Sleep well, recover fully, protect your health, protect your mind. Give yourself the energy needed to become the person you are capable of becoming. If you learned something valuable from this video, do not simply listen to these lessons. Apply them tonight. Give yourself the gift of quality sleep and start treating it as one of the most important investments in your future. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel for more powerful and life-changing lessons. Keep learning, keep growing, and I will see you in the next video.